What up to the podverse and all the people sleeping in the cloud? Welcome to the blacklog, where we talk TV, film, music, and sometimes we digress into conversations. But most of all, we drink coffee. My name is Rod. And when I say we, I gotta send a shout out to my cohort in the blacklog, my co-host, and my brother, Ryan.
What's up, man? What's up, man? Got my Saints cup because we just put that shellacking on the Cowboys after all that smack talking during the week. So I'm just sipping on this tea, brother.
What?
Mighty tasty. Let's go.
Oh my God. As you know, this show dives into TV, and our first choice was the seminal show A Different World about the fictional college, Hillman College. It's episode 6 of the Blacklog, and our first episode today is titled Does He or Doesn't He? Written by Thad Mumford and directed by Ellen Falcon. If you've been watching and listening to the Blacklog on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts, you know who they are.
5 stars. Give us 5 stars.
5 stars. Please do. And if you don't, we'll try harder. Storyline this week is tired of Dwayne's incessant hitting on women. Jaleesa takes bets that Dwayne will not respond to a woman really coming on to him. We start off in the library. Dwayne eyes this lovely young woman named Peggy as she reads. The woman is aware of him, but she doesn't really respond to him. Ron, still in the early run stages, comes in.
Kind of.
He kind of coming into his runness. Comes in and he talks to Dwayne, and Dwayne says he speaks on how this woman this is a woman, not just a girl. You gotta put time in on this one or whatever. He has not made a move yet. The young lady leaves the library, or she goes to check out some books, and she speaks with Jaleesa. And she speaks up on this recent breakup and how men are no good. And, we're in that 80s Oprah Winfrey manhunt. Y'all ain't no good era.
Not the head shake. Not the head shake.
And Jaleesa returns, oh, he's a jerk, and this, that, and the other. You deserve better. Jaleesa has at her third job. I mean, between working at the cafeteria, working at the library, and the dorm monitor.
Hey, man. Hey, bro. Jaleesa is hey, what was that song? Donna Summer? She works all for the money.
Yes, she does. Dwayne comes over and he tries to hit on her, and it is an ultimate fail.
Hit her with the line, you are the prototype. That might have worked in the 80s.
It worked in the 90s with Andre 3000. It did not work with Dwayne Wayne. It did not work with Dwayne Wayne.
Touche.
It worked there. Worked with Andre. We go to the pit. Peggy speaks with, she sits down, ironically, in a very slightly empty pit. Not standing room only like it used to be.
I think they started to figure out that, hey, the pit doesn't have to be filled to the brim every day.
We don't have to pay all these extras. There's a lot of extras here. Do we really need all these people? Peggy sitting down, speaks with Jaleesa, Maggie, and Denise, and she starts to talk about this guy was hitting on me, and they all know Dwayne Wayne. And she's like, I didn't know. I didn't know you all know him. It's like, are you ever on campus? This is like your only time on campus, Peggy? Peggy, like, do you ever come on campus? Because if you know these 3 women, you know where I'm assuming you know where they live, that type of thing. Peggy says that Dwayne would back down if a real woman came on to him. And Jaleesa says, I'll take that money. I'll bet that for sure. She believes that. And Jaleesa makes a bet to do this. And then Maggie wants in. No one is betting Dwayne's going to man up. Everybody's against. See, this is the weird part about this bet. She's doing this bet thing, and nobody believes. Nobody really believes.
So technically,
where's the winning money?
So technically, everybody.
It's just
I don't
giving
even know how it works. I
don't understand how this works. It's like I'm taking money. Like you. Everyone's like, well, of course Dwayne ain't gonna do nothing. So,
hey, you know what else was surprising? Maggie kind of started this off again. Maggie been a little instigator the last few weeks.
Just saying. The first Karen. Maggie, the first. Is she the first Karen? Whitley comes by and she hears about the bet and she's like, "Oh, of course, Dwayne ain't gonna do nothing. Let me get Dwayne ain't gonna do nothing." I have to give a shout out to Whitley for her shade. She said, "Ladies, Jaleesa, it's very subtle, but it's just." It's subtle, but enough to be like, really? Like, oh, man.
And the girls were giving out they were doing the lines, when they were doing the lines that they come up with. It reminded me of She's Gotta Have It, when all the dudes were giving their lines.
I don't know. I remember. That was.
I mean, on She's Gotta Have It, it was much funnier.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously on network TV, you can only go but so far.
You can go but so far, but even on network TV, it could have been funnier. It is what it is.
Season one.
Peggy goes over to Dwayne, and suddenly she likes his jokes, and Dwayne is like, "Oh, this is working for me." Fashion note: Dwayne's rocking them Air Jordan 2s, and Ron is rocking those Bow Air trainers. If you remember that. Rocking those that's pretty cutting edge right there to have those shoes right there.
Side racism note: Jaleesa referred to herself as Jaleesa the Greek, based off of Jimmy the Greek, aka he was on CBS Sports on one of the best football gigs in America until he decided to say something to the effect of the slave owner would breed the big blacks to the black woman to get the big black kids. And thus, Jimmy the Greek was taken off the air, might I add.
Yeah, pretty much immediately. We go to Gilbert Hall lobby. Everyone has been taking bets from Jaleesa. Again, this strange little bet that everybody's like, Dwayne ain't going to show up. Like, I don't know how you win this. Denise is still not happy about it. I didn't mention it enough in the previous scene. She thought it was kind of funky, and you could clearly see that. Like, why are you doing this, Dwayne? And she says, and thinks that Dwayne needs to know.
She's the moral one. She's the moral.
Yeah. She's the voice of reason, if you want to call it that.
I wouldn't even call her voice of reason. She's just the moral one.
Okay. Yeah. She's kind of like overwhelmed because all of a sudden Whitley comes down. She wants to put some money in. She said, "Put $500." I thought betting was against your morals. I want her to say, I really so wanted to hear Whitley say, "Baby, when it's easy money, it ain't betting." Because that's what when a sure thing ain't betting. That's what I wanted to hear her say. I've so forgotten what she had said, but I wanted to hear that so badly come out of Whitley's mouth. When it's a sure thing, it's not really gambling, baby. Denise finds it wrong. Jaleesa threatens her. She did.
She did.
You tell him, I heard you. she threatens.
Hey, man, let me tell you something, bro. I never give mama. Man, mama came up to me. I can't remember what. I can't remember what was going on. I told her, ooh, I'm going to tell Dad. She leaned into me, bruh, and said, and if you do, I will break your big old fat leg. And I was like,
Ooh, that's a threat she did to me too, huh?
I was like,
she definitely threatened.
I was like, Mama, okay. I just kind of backed off, like, you know what? I'm gonna go with that threat.
She has. I remember that. I remember
every
that.
once in a while she
get pushed in that
catches me off
corner.
guard.
It's like, hold on, all right. I tell you, her mother threatened me. Your grandmother. I can't even tell you what it was. I just remember her saying the actual words. I'll break your legs. I was just like, and mind you, I was bigger than her at that moment in time. But like, she said that. She said, I'll break your legs.
You know, when I think about it, the even worse part was, that was around the time where I was like, I mean, I was big, bro. You know, I was like 275, bro. I was pushing 300. So it made it even worse that she said she was going to break my big old fat leg because she recognized that I was fat, bro. It's like,
I'll break your big fat leg.
I was like, man, all right. Okay. Anyway.
We said we digress, people.
Yeah.
Denise has questions. Jaleesa's like, it's innocent. Get over it. Like I said, and she threatens her. Dwayne comes in, very confident, wants to tell. It's so crazy. Like, he has this adoration for Denise, but he wants to let Denise know, yes, I'm in love.
Hey, you gotta try to get a little jealousy going on.
I'm in love, Denise. I think you just thought I'd let you know there's a new woman in my life. Not that there was an old one, but that's what he's basically saying. Just to let you know. And she's like, are you for sure? She said, if they could put a sign over my heart, it would say, occupado. That's just.
Can we consider this an origin story for Dwayne? Kinda.
Oh
no.
There's something that happened back in Brooklyn with Patti LaBelle and Harold Sylvester that we don't know about. This is not. Dwayne is
no. I feel like we found a little more to his background. Just something where
you know what?
Started.
I see what you're saying. You're very correct. You know what? You're very correct.
It's not an origin story like Whitley.
No, but it gives. This is the first true insight we ever get to Dwayne Wayne. Like, we know Dwayne is come in. What's up, love? You know, that's the New York
glasses.
Thing. Yeah, flip. That's the New York thing, right? Everybody. It seemed like regions has certain come on lines or whatever. Like, I remember the New Yorkers. Yo, what's up, love? Everybody wanted to be. You're from New York, but you want to use this British type. Yo, what's up, love?
I never.
Oh, I heard that. Yeah, I mean,
it might have been before me.
Yeah, but yeah, this is the beginning of Dwayne, and Denise is like, she sees that this is real, or he's really feeling this, and he talks to her, and shit, she has no fear of Jaleesa, I guess, because she straight. I was like, she told
Jaleesa literally just told her,
I will hurt you, and she tells her, it's like, Dwayne, it's a bet. And then Dwayne, of course, does not believe it. Dwayne's like,
and Millie walks in.
Where's Jaleesa? Where's Jaleesa? And Dwayne, let's state that Dwayne does not believe. He's like, he thinks that's cute. He thinks it's cute that Denise is, doing this. He thinks
she's a little jealous.
She thinks she's jealous. Millie comes in. Where's Jaleesa? I want to put $5 down. And he just opens. He's like, oh, it hurt. And she bounces out. He said, I guess I'll catch up with him. He knows at this moment. And I've got to say, they closed, because this would have been the end. This would have been the ag break, and they broke into a song by R&B artist named Miles J.
That was the first time they used modern day music for that time.
I
I've been a fool.
Can I say something? Until I Shazam this,
You didn't know that?
I thought this song was I Think of You.
Really? Oh man!
I was like, wait, that's not I Think of You. And I said, oh my God, I've been thinking he said,
Hey, I didn't need to Shazam that one. I knew that one.
I knew the song as soon as I heard it, but I didn't know that it was Miles. I just didn't know it was I've Been a Fool for You. I was like, what?
I remember that song, 8th grade. That was one of those songs you put on your slow jam tape. Yeah. Which will bring up another topic soon enough.
We come back and we are in the locker room. Dwayne is alone in the locker room. Enters coach / janitor / dorm director / assistant track coach / assistant football coach, and now gym teacher Walter Oakes, played by Sinbad.
I just named him the athletic department.
The athletic department, bro.
I just decided, hey, you know what? You are the athletic department.
He straight runs in there, talks about Dwayne, like, you may have to run some extra laps. He's talking to him like he's George McFly. Back to the Future. I was like, I don't remember college PE courses being like this. And him always running around with a whistle. He either got a whistle or pajamas.
Hey, any future college people going to college students, there are no just PE classes in college. It's specific. If you want to take tennis or you take swimming, it's specific to a specific sport or something athletic.
Yeah.
It's not just PE.
Definitely. It's a specific sport or something like that. Something. Dwayne, Walter, the text something is wrong when it's like he wants to talk, and Dwayne gets to the point where he says, man, he's like, I'm not really the ladies' man. You think I am? And that reaction by Walter.
Yeah, Walter. Oh,
really?
Oh, really?
Dwayne can't see it.
That was pretty funny.
The look on his face is like,
oh, really? I had no idea, Dwayne.
Oh my God. He makes a joke about the gentleman's bet that I don't get at all. He says a gentleman's bet. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good old.
I missed that one. Dwayne gets in this whole thing where he starts to talk about, girls today, man, they don't like guys with a good rap. It's like they guys that don't know how to say nothing and stuff like that. It's like and Walter can see, it's like, you are a mixed up young man.
Yeah. Very.
You are a mixed up young man that have problems, real problems. They talk, and he just tells us, like, just talk to her. Whatever the woman is, why don't you just talk to her?
Yeah.
And he takes the advice, but it's weird to him. It's like he's like, you got to have some kind of game or whatever. He goes to the library, and he's talking to Ron. And Ron discovers that he says he's not going to go. And we see
Enter season 2 through 6 Ron.
Ron is
comes through the door.
Ron's becoming Ron now. He's like, and he says, man, what is wrong with you? You're lucky to get a girl alone in her dorm room. This woman has an apartment. What is wrong with you? And there's nothing more HBCU than that.
Season, hey man, when I saw season 2 through 6 run, I was like, yes, there he is. There he is.
That is season 2 through 6 run, no doubt. And he, in that moment, it's like, oh my God, yeah, that's right. But what he's saying is a real, man, I remember in Washington, D.C., his old teammate of mine, he said, man, a woman with an apartment, man, you need to get you an apartment. Then start saying, you need to go downtown by the office building and find you a GS5. He said, man, a government worker said, GS5 woman, she'll take care of you, man. Cook for you. Do all do it. Clean your clothes. Just silliness. But the way Ron said that, what is wrong with you?
Hey, man. I saw season 2 through 6 Ron show up. That made the show for me.
We get to the pit. Dwayne has his lucky rainbow sweater on.
Yeah, let me tell you something about that just as much as that made the show for me, what did not make the show for me was at the pit, I noticed a picture of Fats Domino in the background, which brought me back to still that 1942-ish college campus that Dr. Huxtable wants everybody to be on.
Hey, man, Fats Domino's from New Orleans, man.
I don't have anything against Fats Domino. Fats Domino picture in 1987 on the wall. This ain't Sal's.
Oh, man. Yeah, well, it definitely ain't going to be Sal's because ain't no on the wall.
Yeah.
We at the pit. Denise comes over. She notices his lucky sweater. It's something that everybody knows what his lucky sweater is.
Yeah. Just like, it's like her 1.7. Everybody knows the 1.7.
Everybody knows.
Everybody knows the rainbow sweater.
It's an extremely close-knit group. Denise is like, she tries to help him because he has index cards he's going over about what he's going to say and stuff like that. And it's not bizarre. It's not bizarre for Dwayne. You know what I mean? His character, I think, that's very on point with his character.
Yeah.
And Dwayne gets very vulnerable and gets honest with Denise. And then we hear, I've been a fool. Because we at Peggy's place. We hear that, and Peggy, I think they pay for one song. They pay for one song for a show, and they work the hell out of it through every episode.
Before we move on, let's put. I think we just need to go ahead and name Denise the queen of the friend zone. She is the queen. Friend zone. She is like the poster child.
Is she?
Yep. With Dwayne.
I mean, I guess, yeah. But later she tries to. What does that mean?
It's just kind of.
That's not. You didn't say nothing. What was that? You said you just kind of. It's not. You just kind of uttered a noise. What was that? You didn't say anything.
Here's a quick digression for you. I've been a fool.
I think of you.
This made me think of the fact songs not made for the slow jam tape, but you ultimately put it on the slow jam tape just really based on the music. If you think of some of the like that song right there, that's not a slow jam tape. Slow jam song.
I mean, who listens? It's not the words. It's the music. It's the music in the end. I mean, Reasons. Reasons is the worst. Reasons is the worst song to ever put.
No, I'm gonna tell you what's the worst song. George Duke I think it's called No Rhyme, No Reason or something like that.
I remember that song. I think I wait. I don't. I'm thinking about another song.
And he's talking about he's trying to get back home to his wife.
Oh,
Awful
wow.
song. Awful. When you listen to the words, you're like, this is awful, man.
Wow. That is. Well, you know what? I'm gonna have to go listen. Now you got me. I know the title, but I think I'm getting it mixed up with another song.
I think it's called No Rhyme, No Reason, but it's by George too. It was a big song in like '92 or something.
I definitely
like
know the title. I definitely know the title, but I can't remember it offhand. I'm gonna look that up. I'm gonna have to look.
Yeah.
But I mean, historically, music has just been like, why are we listening to this? Why?
The songs that we love, they are awful songs.
Nah, mind you, it's not gonna go on anybody's love tape or whatever. But Hey Ya has is the happiest song to talk about. Is the happiest song in history to talk about. We don't work. This shit This doesn't work at all. You know. It's like, and you just be. Shake it. Yeah, my parents don't work. My parents don't work out. My parents are no good. My parents don't work out. What is this? We are the worst family ever. Shake it. And I gotta say, it took me about 4 listens. I said, this is not nice. What's going on with this family right here? We at Peggy's place. Peggy comes on to Dwayne, and we could tell that Dwayne is
not
nervous.
Comfortable.
Not comfortable. Peggy
laughs at him.
Laughs at him. And Dwayne it's funny because Dwayne understands, but when he tries to cover his eyes.
Yeah. That's the old school.
It's okay. He's trying to get a kiss.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, you know what? The look on her face was very funny when he leaves. She looked at him like, "Come on, for real? Like,
for real,
bro?
I know.
Like, bro, are you serious?" Yeah.
But then Dwayne poses the question. It's like, well, about the bet. It's like, can you play some perfume on me? The betting crowd is going to want to know. And
I want to know who convinced them to drop Eric B. and Rakim.
Wait, we ain't got there yet. We haven't got there yet.
That is it. That's what happens next.
Well, I guess I still hadn't finished talking about that. I hadn't talked about that scene. The end of that. I'm just saying how in that scene he asked about the betting crowd.
Yeah.
But then she gives him a kiss and it's like, you know what? You said it mixed messages. You need to. I thought that was a mixed message. She says, I'll think about it. I was like,
Dwayne origin story.
Yeah, it's
Dwayne origin story.
But as Ryan was saying, we are left with the question. The betting crowd is going to want to know. And she agrees to walk into the pit with Dwayne, and they walk into the pit to Eric B. and Rakim's I Know You Got Soul. And I mean, for the For the first true hip hop song they put in the show, it really worked. It really, really worked. Most HBCU thing, for me, guys wanting the older woman off, wanting the senior, somebody with their own place off campus. Ryan?
Mine were pranks. Pranking people. I tell you what, it's kind of a short, long, short digression. So I remember back sophomore year, me and my boy were at my room in Cook Hall, and we were trying to figure out what to do. I think it was the weekend, so we gave our boy Robbie a call, and for whatever reason, I decided to act like I was in the lobby at his dorm at Slow. I said, "Bruh, I'm in the lobby, bruh. Come get me." He's like, "All right." So I waited a few minutes, called back. It's like, bruh, you coming to get me? He was like, I just came down there. Oh, my bad. I stepped out for a second. I stepped out up front. He was like, oh, yeah, come get me, man. Wait a few minutes. Call back. It's like, bruh, you gonna come get me? He was like, bruh, I just came back out there. I was like, I went to the bathroom. I didn't think he was gonna take that. I didn't think it was gonna be that long. My bad. I thought I was in and out. And this happened. I gave another reason. It was like we did it like 3 times.
I'd have been mad.
Yeah. and we were in the room. We were in the room cracking up like, bruh. So in the meantime, at the same time on campus, you know, back in the days, young folks, before there were cell phones, we had long distance. And there was a code going around on campus. Everybody, bruh, used this code. If you lived in a dorm and you say, if you knew that code, you are lying. If you say you didn't use that code, I don't care if you used it 1 time or if you used it 100 times, people were using that code, calling long distance. So you know how rumors spread on the campus.
Mm-hmm.
He started hearing about, hey, it was the weekend. They were like, hey, yo, the FBI. I heard the FBI is on campus. I heard somebody got arrested. I heard somebody got picked up. And people were like, for real? Yeah. So one day I get it. So it's the weekend. I got a call, and it was like, hello, may I speak to Ryan? Blah 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 blah. I said, hey, this he. Yes, this is such and such, and I'm from the FBI. And bruh, this dude sounded official, bruh. Bro, when I say you talking about 18-year-old listening to this over the phone, bruh, I'm like, what? It was like, yes, we have word that you have been using the code. I'm like, what you talking about? I was like, what? Yes, we are on our way. I was like, what? Bruh, I got on the phone, bruh. Hey, my boy was there like, oh, Lord. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my God. FBI's coming to get me. I called you. You at work, I think, over at the Hyatt. Like, oh, my brother. He's at work. I can't even get in touch with him. Oh, my God. They're coming to get me just for using a code. Oh, my goodness. And guess what? And here's the worst part. Mom and Dad were on a cruise, bruh. I'm like, oh my God, I can't even get in touch with my parents. Oh my goodness, what is this? Oh my gosh. I'm like, oh my goodness. And my wife at the time, my girlfriend, she's like, see what? Oh, I told y'all about those codes. What is this? I'm like, oh my God. And my boy's in the room. He was with me. He was looking at like, you gotta be kidding me. Like of all people. Like, I'm like, why are they coming to get me? And then I don't remember. Ravi got in the room. He got into the dorm, and he came into the room, and he saw. I was like, oh my God, my goodness. He walks up. He's like, hello, Ryan. This is the FBI. I was like, oh. Hey, I had nothing. I was like,
joke again.
Hey, let me tell you something. That was I'm pretty sure that I've had karma back. You know, I've had karma to come back on me. And ain't no karma like that one, bro. I was like, oh my God.
I'm going to jail. I can't talk to anyone.
over a phone code. Oh my God.
You see, your wife said, I told you. There's nothing worse when somebody tells you, like, I don't need to hear that right now.
I told y'all stop those. Everybody, bro. And when I tell you, bro, there is not a single person during that time. If they tell you they did not use that code, they are lying.
Wow. Yeah.
But that was my most HBCU thing. We used to do pranks all the time.
I can't lie to you, the least HBCU thing. I had nothing.
Me neither. That whole show is HBCU.
Hip hop song you had, I didn't want to try it because they had I Know You Got Soul.
Nah, I didn't.
I did have Whitley had some shade when she said Peggy said she willingly wanted to date. She came on the back end of hearing.
What was your hip hop song?
I didn't, because when they put I Know You Got Soul.
Oh, I did a hip hop song.
Oh, you did? Really? Okay.
Oh yeah, I still do one.
And what is that?
I came home. There was company. Some young lady friend of the family.
Who is that?
It's the man we all know and love. I say his name is Kwame.
Oh my God, Kwame
It's the man we all know and love, Kwame.
Kwame, I ain't heard that name in a minute.
Hey, I figured it's about Dwayne. It's the man we all know and love.
Whitley Shea. Peggy just admitted.
I had Denise's funny moment.
You did? Hold on, I'm at Whitley Shea.
You want Whitley Shea?
Peggy had said something to the effect of, I wanted to date Dwayne. And she said, surely you're not that desperate. Well, if you shed a few pounds or do something with that hair. I was like, God, dog, Whitley, you just quietly nasty to people and stuff like that. But Denise's funniest moment, all I had was she learned that Dwayne offered Peggy ham steak. And she seemed kind of stung by that. He offered you ham steak? So that's all I had. But what do you have for the DFL?
She told Dwayne, you need to practice.
You need to practice. That was kind of amusing right there. But the funniest moment to me of the whole episode was she said, you like me. Peggy started moving and said, you make me laugh and I get crazy. I do some funny things. And Dwayne backs up and says, really? Can you juggle? That came out. That for me came out of nowhere. Really? Can you juggle? This woman is coming on to you, and he said, and I was like, oh my God. So you had the DFM. Did you have a funniest moment of the episode for you?
Nah. I don't know.
HBC alumni had Virginia State graduate Katherine Johnson, who helped calculate the Apollo moon landing and getting those gentlemen back to Earth, as you recall, in the movie Hidden Figures. I want her to play Professor Fairbanks, who overhears Dwayne and Ron in the library. And she says, young man, women like a man with a mind and not a rap. Also a man who cleans the kitchen. And then she walks away. That's all I had. I know.
Debbie Allen.
Yeah.
Debbie Allen walks in on the original conversation about the bet with Dwayne and says, girl, he will fold. And walks off.
Oh my God. Oh my God. That is it for episode 11. Before we go on, we'd like to remind you that the Blacklog is sponsored by Fade to Black Funeral Homes. Death is a part of life, so put life into your loved one's death at Fade to Black Funeral Homes with t-shirt printing, tattoo artists on site to commemorate your loved ones. Fade to Black. Into episode 12, titled Advise and Consent, written by Cheryl Gard, directed by our favorite Ellen Falcon. Really the only director, it seems like, Ellen Falcon. Denise gets invited to be a peer counselor during finals, and she takes the responsibility knowing that she has a history paper due. B story is Whitley thinks she has botany in the bag, but learns that the professor's class is difficult to pass the day before finals. I don't know. We'll talk further. We open with 7 Days playing by Sananda Metria.
Oh, so you know the song?
No, I Shazammed it. But
I Shazammed it too. Yeah.
But when I heard the voice, it sounded very familiar.
Is that your boy?
It's Terrence Trent D'Arby, but his new name is Sananda Maitreya. But it was Terrence Trent D'Arby.
I thought that was a picture. I kept wondering. That was said, sign your name, right?
Yes, and he's changed his name to Sananda Maitreya. And I was like, this sounds like Terrence Trent D'Arby.
I was looking at, because they had the maybe it was when I Shazammed it, I saw the cover. I was like, that dude looks familiar.
Yeah.
All right.
We open in the library. Jaleesa and Maggie are studying for finals. Whitley comes in confidently, usual with her usual shade. Talking about how she has one easy final to learn. One easy final left. That's all she's got. And it's botany. It's an easy A. And then Jaleesa and Maggie start to speak of how it is a difficult class, and Leo Hamilton failed, and he is a science major. Is there only one section of this class at Hillman? Is there? I mean, like, is there? Like, everybody took this one, and I want to note that the prior week she was taking, or maybe 2 weeks ago, she was taking geology. She was taking geology as a science. Because Whitley is an art major, right? She's also not a freshman. She's a sophomore. She's an art major. How many science electives do you have, Whitley? Just not. Just saying. Just saying. Yeah. Dwayne bounces in offering math services because he's awaiting his valet Ron, who is typing a paper for him.
Season 1 Ron was smart, obviously.
Obviously he was. Denise enters.
2 through 6 Ron was not.
No, he wasn't. Denise enters because she has been called in to be a peer counselor. It's mentioned that they need peer counselors this week. And Jaleesa says yes because the peer counselors want to study for finals. That's why they need peer counselors.
Why? Untrained college kids counseling other kids?
I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, I understand the peer counselor, but because it's your peer. But if you're just wilding out and just taking anybody to be a peer counselor, like Denise with her 1.7, it just seems like she shouldn't be advising anyone. Dwayne reminds her of a paper that she has due, a history paper that she has due, and she says, "I'm great. I've done the research. All I gotta do is type the paper. It's going to be on potatoes, on its effect on the history of Ireland."
Yeah, he's reminding her of a paper
that she had
when he's getting a paper done by Ron.
Yeah, things that make you go,
Yeah.
We go to the counseling center. Denise arrives to find a gentleman lying on a table. We find out that this is the peer counseling director, California grad student named Easy Brooks.
Young and the Restless dude.
Played. His name is Christoph St. John. Young and the Restless dude. That dude has done a lot. He's put in a lot of work. He was in the Bad News Bears, the TV show. He was in every show they needed that black kid. Hey, call Christoph.
Hey, he'll still always be the Young and the Restless dude to me. God rest his soul.
No doubt about that. He's playing the typical California stereotype. I'm gonna be honest with you. I've only known one guy to act like this character that Christoph St. John is playing, and he's from Minnesota.
It makes sense.
He's from Minnesota. And you know what? I wish I could tell you his name. We would be out in 30-degree weather. He'd be wearing shorts and skating up the street. in the skateboard. He would skate to class,
Yeah.
and everybody knew him as Dude. I couldn't tell you his name, Dude. Dude. When we were in Carver Hall, something happened. The dude said something, and it was like everybody, a lot of people say they joked him, ball team, say, "What up, dude?" This, that, and the other. But I remember one time something happened to Dude. Everybody was gonna rumble for the dude. Dude, hey man, don't nobody put their hands on Dude, man. it was gonna be an hour for Dude, for real. Denise enters, has her little case of mistaken identity until she realizes who Easy is. Suddenly, a frazzled student in need of a peer counselor. I don't know what I'm going to do. My grades are bad.
Yes.
It's finals week, and everybody's like, they look like they're on the edge. Like, I mean,
I remember that look from some people.
Easy tells Denise, go counsel him. And Denise has no clue what to do. Easy steps in and he does this reverse psychology thing. He's like, I don't know. I think I'm gonna quit school. And the guy's like, well, Easy's like, quit school. Go ahead. Go get you a job. Go. Phil's Fajita Hut. You can quit it. And the dude's like, well, no, I don't. And the reverse, no, I don't want to do that. And the reverse psychology works on him. And Denise.
Not that there's anything wrong at working at the fictitious Fajita Hut.
Phil's Fajita Hut. No, there's nothing wrong with it, but the way it's just made out to be, and Denise is just, I guess this just turns her heart now. Kind of reminds me of the episode with
David Allen Greer.
It's like, what you're easily swayed by things, Denise. And Denise is amazed or whatever. Whitley comes in. She's still upset about this whole. She's looking for Millie to have written notes for her botany class. She's just a mess, honestly. I kind of tired of that Peppermint Patty Marcy relationship they got going on there.
That waiting that she was doing reminded me. I don't know what it is in the school of engineering, but they just wait. They just wait around finals time for, I don't know what test it is, but everybody just waits for the answers. Somebody always pops up.
Wow. We move to Dwayne drops in, and again Dwayne is more concerned about Denise's history paper than Denise. I need a sense of urgency from you, Denise. I need a sense of urgency from you. I wonder how this character just like, I don't care. Like, are you not seeing this? She does not care. We go to the tutor room in Gilbert Hall. If you all will recall, if you're watching the or listening to the blacklog, you remember the tutor room that Dwayne got stuck in after curfew. But we go back to the tutor room. Millie is in there with Whitley, and Whitley, again, not well, and blaming Millie's penmanship for not being... Whitley, you're stupid because you're stupid. It's not because of Millie's penmanship. It just is. All right, let's get that straight. Denise enters to do some work on her history paper, and she senses that Whitley is tense, and suddenly she wants to help. And she's using all the terms that we heard Easy use now. She wants to counsel now. And she's very eager to just counsel. She's repeating sayings. I think as we spoke early episode where we learned that, from the actress Jasmine Goddard, they were kind of rough on Denise, on Lisa Bonet. I feel like sometimes a storyline like this is one of those, just do it. Just do it.
Yeah.
It'll work, and I don't think this worked. A guy She's back at the counseling center. A guy enters and she's worried, and she tries the reverse thing, the reverse psychology.
That almost that was almost a disaster.
That fails royally because for some reason she thinks this is going to fit for every different student. She catches herself. When he's about to say, yeah, you know what, I'm going to quit school. And she's like, hold on, that's not what we wanted. She catches herself, and then she just kind of becomes earnest and tells him, explains to him why he should not be so concerned, this, that, and the other. And they liken themselves to each other because they both have older siblings that did so well in school, this, that, and the other. She had Sandra, this guy had his brother, and they found a common place or whatever. And he's happy, and he's calmed, and she's done her peer counseling job. Easy walks over and suddenly wants to crack her neck. Today, that would be called Me Too.
Yeah.
Today, it's like, hey, you need your crack. I was like, whoa. I was like, I couldn't believe how easy. I said, that today would not be too cool.
Putting your hand. Yeah, it's not.
It wasn't nothing, and it wasn't anything bad. It's just what he said. Can I put my hand?
Yeah, you gotta be careful.
Yeah.
You gotta think a little better. Think a little harder about what you're doing, bro.
Yeah. Dwayne comes in again with a sense of urgency.
Not to mention, who just wants somebody to walk up to him and just put their hands on their neck and crack it? Bro, I did not ask you to come over here and touch me on my neck, bro.
Yeah. And I don't know if you're a licensed chiropractor. Maybe you could crack my neck for real. I don't know if you know what you're doing anyway. Dwayne, again, with a sense of urgency, comes in to remind Denise about her paper. This is insane. And he talks to the guy who's running peer counselor, the guy who's running the peer counseling center, and he's like, she's got to find it out for herself. Like,
yeah,
I don't want to say, dude, you're just not helping right now. You're not helping at all.
You are not a counselor.
You're not a counselor. You're just dude. Millie and Whitley are going back and forth about. We in the library. Millie and Whitley are going back and forth about botany, and Whitley just gave the craziest look. That's all I really can say. She just gave a crazy. She looked over.
I know
her
exactly
shoulder.
what you're talking about.
It was the craziest thing. Dwayne and Ron come in and see the women studying, talking about how rugged they look, this, that, and the other. And Denise.
That's when they started. That's when they started making fun of each other.
No, that's later on. They are making fun of a little bit, not as much as later. But Denise comes in and then she overhears Denise say that Dwayne say the day, and she realized that she missed an entire day. How, Denise? Help me, Denise. How did you miss 24 hours? You haven't been working on this project, no doubt. You're not the most successful at the peer counseling thing. How did you miss a whole day, Denise? Help me.
I go back to my freshman year. Say, bruh, all day long. Next door to me, door open, Street Fighter. In and out, bruh. It's just interchangeable people just going. Same person the person who lives there, he's there. But the rest of the people coming in, just in and out. Bruh, and I'm convinced, bruh, that they were literally just stopping by, let me get in a couple of games before I go to class. While the person who resided there did not go to class. I can recall seeing this dude, a cool dude too, bro. He's a good dude. I can recall seeing him maybe twice on campus, bro. And he was just out there chilling, smoking a cigarette.
You know what they say? Look to your left. Look to your right. I think that is the cruelest thing to just. It's a real thing to tell freshmen. Huh?
Yeah. Oh yeah. But who knows? He could have gone on to be, do something great. I don't know. But if I had to go based on that first semester, nope.
There are a lot of people like that. There are a lot of people.
But you're all right. That is pretty cruel to say. Look to your left. Look to your right. One of these people
are not going to be. And you know what's crazy? It was true. It was so true. I was like, hey, where's Larry? Man, Larry didn't come back. That was his name, too. His name was Larry. We go to the counseling center. Denise comes in, and she has a lot of work to do, meaning her history paper that she still has not done. Mm-hmm. Easy comes over and asks her about it, and then Easy begins to, I guess this is where he does his peer counseling with her. And they conclude that she has used counseling to make an excuse for writing her paper. And in my heart, I want to say, if I'm Denise, why the hell you didn't tell me this 3 days ago?
Who hired her? Now, here's the thing. If he had anything to do with hiring her and allowing her to come on and be there, knowing that she was using this as an excuse, and let this girl go counsel other people who needed counseling,
I would think
to be fired.
I would think that if you're going to have a peer counselor, you're going to check their G point, their grade point average before you let them counsel anyone, right? I'm just they don't care. We just need bodies. We need bodies. We go to our last scene in the upper lobby on the second floor, Gilbert Hall. The ladies are studying, and they are in their, what's the word? At their worst, I guess. You know, today would be bonnets on the head. You know, no makeup.
Crazy. Hey.
They all look crazy, and then they agree. They basically agree that they're looking bad, whatever. Then Denise sweeps in, and then they say she looks the worst. And I was like, no, she doesn't.
You really didn't.
I was like, this is TV.
I mean, if you just want to pick on her, go ahead.
Yeah, but she doesn't. Not really. All of them just like you're trying right now. Honestly, all of y'all are just you're not looking bad. So come on. And they rejoice in it. And we end. Well, let's state Denise sweeps in and says she completed her paper. Happy days are here again.
And we end with pump up the volume.
Man, I was shocked about that.
Somebody's starting to get a hold of that show.
Somebody. I don't think.
Somebody. It might be. Then who was the woman you said who's writing? Who's the writer this year?
Susan Fails. She might be having some.
I think. And you said she stayed with Debbie, right?
She stayed on one long. I think Susan
I
Fails.
have a feeling Susan Fails.
I think
it's starting to dig her hands in there.
I think she's getting the words in the writing room. I think she said, "Hey, could we do a little something different here or whatever?" What you have? Well, I'll say as the most HBCU thing, I had people who finished their finals messing with everybody who was still studying. Man, you ain't finished your finals. I think that's the most HBCU thing ever. I'm finished. And they love, come to the library. What's up? What you doing? Man, I'm finished. They just want to let you know that they finished, bro.
So I wasn't that person. I was the person.
Yes, you were.
Who had finished studying. No.
Could you just say I wasn't that person? I bet you wasn't that person.
I wasn't. I wasn't the person. I was the person who finished studying early, but I was also the person who I went to bed. I was done. I was like, peace. I did not hang around. Not to mention, now that I think about it, I pretty much stayed in my room to study. I think I went to undergrad maybe a few times. I don't know, but my most HBCU thing was kind of related. Studying all night for finals in the library.
True.
Undergrad used to be packed.
They left at 20. They let it stay open 24 hours around
Except
that time.
Except for that year they had that little mishap between the East Coast and the football team where the chairs started flying. But that's for another day.
Wasn't there. Wasn't
there either. Heard about it though.
Least HBCU thing. I have nothing. I really. What?
Counseling by other students. It's the most ridiculous thing I've heard in my life. Having other kids be your peer counselor. I've never heard of that.
That's true. I mean, you know what? I didn't say that because I guess I just kind of assumed that maybe they had it at Howard. I just like maybe this is something I missed.
Maybe
I
they
don't.
did. I didn't know.
Hip hop song. Despite Pump Up the Volume, which I just didn't feel worked at all, I had Strictly Business by EPMD.
Ooh, I like that.
Because it was all about this episode was about business. This episode was about business. Even though we heard 7 Days by Trans Trent D'Arby at least 3 times in this episode.
Strictly Business, bro. That's an old.
Strictly Business.
I think I just heard that the other day on my bike ride. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Ooh, that kick in. Woo. I have and now I'm expressing with my full capabilities, and now I'm living in correctional facilities. Ooh. I got the remix of Express Yourself by NWA.
Well, Mr. Ryan.
One of the I say the remix because that is one of the most utilized beats in New Orleans bounce history.
Yeah, that's true. You're very correct there. I've got to say, in the case of Whitley Shade and DFM, in the DFM moment, or Denise's funny moment, Whitley was just whining. I saw no shade. She just was just.
I got shade.
Really? She was just. It was just very annoying to me. And Denise's funny moment was just. It just.
My Whitley Shade was. I think it was when Denise walked in, and she said something to the effect of, "Ha ha ha, a little psychiatric humor. I thought it might appeal to you."
You know what? I did look at that, but I thought it was more so about the job instead of her. I didn't think it was towards. I didn't feel it was towards her. That's why I guess
it was shade. Denise's funny moment.
I felt it had a shade tone to it.
Denise's funny moment for me was she was talking to Millie said, "A cluttered desk makes a cluttered mind," and Denise said, "What does your empty desk mean, Millie?"
I remember that. I did. I just didn't. I guess it is Denise's funny moment. It may not be the funniest in the world, but you're right. It was Denise's funny moment.
She kept a straight face too. She kept a straight face.
I guess when I look at the DFM, I'm hoping that I sincerely just like fall out like It's not like that. It's just not gonna be like that with Denise. It's just not. She's the center of the show. Man.
HBCU grad.
HBCU grad. Haha. I had Texas Southern University graduate Michael Strahan as a kid who really needs advice about his career choice. He's in sports management, and Denise is asking if he's ever considered playing sports. Oh God, no. My mother thinks I would get hurt. By Michael Strahan. He's just clueless. He is Michael Strahan as we know him, and he is just clueless. Just clueless. I'm in sports management. You never thought about playing sports? No. So yeah, that's what I had. TSU's New York Giants, Good Morning America host, all around nice guy, Michael Strahan. Yeah.
I have Debbie Allen as the person over the entire peer counseling program who asked Denise, "Honey, you have a 1.7 GPA. Why are you counseling?" And she stays there this time and stares.
Oh my God.
You like the way I just threw that wet fish in your lap? Just left it there?
Oh man. Another great episode. of the blacklog.
Just took that sloppy wet fish and just threw it into your lap. There you go. See what you do with that. See what you do with that there.
Debbie Allen, HU alum, Debbie Allen. Great, just great. Again, this has been another great episode.
Yep.
Want you all, please subscribe to the Black Log on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or YouTube to see our handsome faces.
And please give us 5 stars. And if you didn't like the show, give us 5 stars anyway, and we'll do our best to do better for you next time.
You got it. From the Black Log, I'm Rod.
I'm Ryan. See, you like that, huh? I came in. See, I did it.
I did. You did.
I did. See, I could be better. I could do better. See, I'm doing better like that.
He's doing better already. He's doing better already. Much energy. We will see you next week, folks. Take care.
All right.
Peace.